Recording.
Hey, kids, welcome to our podcast.
Where it's just two girls just talking about being bros. Honestly. Welcome back. New week,
New us.
And it really is a new week and a new us.
And a new year.
And at this point, yeah, the 2020 we knew 2 months ago is a different 2020 from what we know now.
Yeah, literally. Look at us.
Literally. Well, welcome back, everyone.
Not sponsored.
I was about to cover our video chat. And I'm like, wait, no, it's recording there. Oh, it's okay. Well, yeah, not sponsored, but Coca-Cola,
If you want to be.
hit us up. It's rough times these days. Give us some cash.
Literally, this is the last Coke in my house. My dad's gonna cry later. Kidding, Andri. Andri had like 4 today. He sucks them down. He doesn't
my god.
He doesn't even sip. He just... And they're gone.
Wow. I can't relate, but I respect that. I just can't do bubbles, but that's okay.
Fair.
But anyways, welcome back. As you can see, if this video, if Victory edits this and figures out how to do this out of studio editing, it'll be out in public. Hello. Hopefully. But as you can see, we're both not in the same room together.
Not tonight.
Not physically.
No.
Mentally, maybe.
But spiritually.
Yeah.
Mentally, for sure.
So
Mentally, always.
Always, yeah. So since the last podcast that we filmed, the world's changed a little bit.
Or a lot bit.
Just casually, not casually, just a global pandemic.
No big deal.
No big deal, totally normal. But yeah, so there's a global pandemic. COVID-19 has taken over the world, literally. And we are currently in, it's not kind of, I guess, a lockdown, kind of. Do they call it that here?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
It's, yeah, basically.
Because it's not quarantine, because,
yeah. Everyone.
Quarantine's, kind of more, you can't see anybody.
Yeah. Because we still can't, it's like, we're in Toronto, by the way, if anyone's wondering. Yeah. But,
I'm pretty sure everyone's under quarantine by now, right?
I think so, pretty much. I'm pretty sure most countries are affected by it, or if they're not yet very affected by it, they're taking precautions not to get to the extent that some countries are at. But, yeah, everyone calls it quarantine just because I think it's easiest, but it's not technically a quarantine. Yeah. But it's just recommended that no one, don't leave your house unless you're an essential worker or for groceries, the essential things. And they recommend that you do it once every 2 weeks or whatever. So basically, for the most part, we're stuck at home, which is, a time.
I like it.
I don't mind it. Yeah, I think we should say how we're coping, how each of us are, dealing with it. But it's been, I think we started, I don't have a calendar on me. We went into official.
I do.
Okay. When it started on the March break, right? For kids.
Yeah, the Friday the 13th actually was when my school got the email where they're like, Monday, no more. So Friday, March 13th. So it's coming up on a month.
Oh my god. That's insane.
Today's the 11th.
Yeah.
Monday's gonna be a full month since they announced it.
I feel like time's going by so slow yet so fast at the same time. And quarantine, it's kind of wild. But yeah, we've been pretty much social distance lockdown for almost a month here, which is pretty wild. But we hope that, a little PSA, everyone stay home. Come on, let's end this. If you want your summer or September back.
If you want a New Year's party.
Literally.
Stop
going out.
It's so bad. It's going to get worse. The thing is that, since people aren't doing it, it's going to keep getting worse, so it keeps prolonging.
Exactly. I don't understand why people don't get that. I know it's hard not to see your best friends, your family, in more than 6 feet apart, but do it so you can see them faster. Come on.
Exactly. So you can see them alive. What if you know it's you get sick and you're dead?
literally, I don't understand why people aren't taking this seriously. Like, come on.
So I'm gonna welcome
Damn.
you guys to my room.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel the need to explain a bunk bed when I'm 20 plus years old. It's because there's 6 people living in a house with 3 bedrooms. What do you expect? This room's tiny, so.
Hey, you're living
vertical
a
we
lot
go.
of kids' dreams. Of having a bunk bed like me.
Kids.
Me. The kid is me. I am the kid.
Just the one kid.
Just me.
Yeah, no, I have the bunk bed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah.
I'm a bottom bunk girl.
Well,
You know, my get ready with me is like wearing a hard hat at night. You know, what can I say? Literally every day waking up is a miracle, and I'm thankful that the top bunk doesn't fall on me. So
not only are we battling the global pandemic, we're
COVID.
battling the bottom bunk. Damn.
every day is a struggle.
That's
you know?
wild.
What can I say? But yeah.
This is
This
you know,
pandemic thing's pretty-
this is how we have to adapt.
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy
pretty.
because it's not that, like, I feel like it could be worse. It could be that, like, you literally cannot leave your house. Like, like they're like, you cannot step 6, like, I think in Russia they're trying to impose, like, a 500 feet or 100 feet distance from your house. Like, you can't leave 100 feet away from your house. And I was like, it's, like, not even to
And
the
they
park.
did that in
And I was like,
Italy because
okay.
it got so bad. And then I think that's how
That's
they did
fair
it.
because everybody's
Yeah.
practically ill there. Like,
Yeah, and then they did that
You know,
in
but,
China too. But theirs lifted. Wuhan, is it Wuhan? I think the city.
the
where it
Wuhan's the first
Yeah,
case.
they got lifted. They're like social lockdown
So
just got
probably-
lifted the other day. But then they've been locked down I think since January. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, so it makes sense. It's about time.
We've only been since March. So, you know, if everyone does their part, does their social distancing, hopefully, I'm not saying it's gonna go away, but it'll hopefully slow down, and we can start slowly going out.
making it manageable. You know.
Exactly. But
'Cause
yeah,
it's like even if
Sorry.
people like get hit and recover, it's like imagine the healthcare workers. You know, will they ever recover from this? You know, like just like the mental image of what's going down. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to healthcare workers.
Yeah. Yes, honestly, big little claps for all the healthcare frontline workers. Shout out, my dad's one of them.
Of course.
Yeah, like you were saying, the mental thing. Like I know for like my dad, he just to begin with, his personality, he's very like paranoid. Like I don't know how to describe it, but he's just a very like paranoid, like purse extra kind of person.
Oh, what's
like there's like a word for it, you know, but I forget it.
yeah, me too.
But yeah,
I
and
remember like at the end.
okay, perfect. Stay tuned. But yeah, he's like a very like paranoid personality to begin with. Like when he gets sick, it's so drama, but like he's just like he gets himself really worked up, and like him working in like hospital or whatever, I think it just only increases his like worrying or paranoia a bit. So he's like super like, well, I mean he's kind of is pessimistic to begin with, but like this whole situation is just he's really pessimistic and like believing all like the conspiracies, and I'm like, don't worry, like just take a step away, you know, we don't have to have the news on for 24 hours. We can look at it for an hour, then just, you know, step away. But yeah, shout out to everyone doing their part, honestly.
Even like grocery store workers, you know?
Yeah.
Because like without them, like if they were like, peace, I'm not coming to work, like then boom,
Then
you
we
know?
have our groceries, so who would be stocking
Yeah,
up the
exactly.
toilet paper?
Not me, not it. I'm
Literally.
kidding. If I had to, I would.
But yeah, thank you to everyone. But yeah, how have we been managing? See, the thing is for me, like, to be honest, I don't go out that much. Like, I'm not super, like, go-arounder. And, I'm definitely more of an introverted person who, like, prefers to be, like, you know, I don't mind being alone. Like, it doesn't really bother me. It's, like, the fact that, like, I obviously miss my friends and, like, would want to see them, but, like, I'm not craving, like, I don't need to, like, go out and socialize all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's not me. So, like, that part is, like, it's not too bad. I think the thing with me, though, that I hate about this is just, like, it's just, like, knowing that you can't really go anywhere. Like, I love being downtown, and, like, school's, like, right downtown, and, like, the fact that I haven't, like, been downtown, just not even doing something, just, like, walking around the streets downtown, for me is just so weird, and, like, I hate that, like, I can't, like, it's just knowing that you can't, you know? It's, like, I don't know if that makes sense.
I guess. But that's the weird thing. Everyone says, like, oh, it's only because I can't. It's like, for me, it's like, no. You know, it's like, oh, like, I can't see you sucks. Like, but it's like, I guess I just don't really feel like a compulsion for much. You know, it's like, if I leave my house, I leave my house.
Yeah.
If I don't leave my house, I don't leave my house, you know? And it's like, I guess for me, since it's like, I have my sister and my brothers and like, my dad, like, we're, like, really close, so this is, like, a nice time, like, to spend time with them. I think for me, most annoying is just, like, literally, like, I can't even just come over, like, let's say, like, it's just, like, you're supposed to stay indoors, it's, like, I can't even just come over to your house and, like,
yeah,
play a board game with you, you know? So
yeah,
it's, like, that's the weird part.
Yeah, I wouldn't,
but,
yeah, I wouldn't even say that, like,
and just, like, for me, it's scary, like, I'm scared that my dad will get it, you know, because it's, like, if I get it, like, whatever, like, maybe I can, because I know everyone says, like, oh, okay, yeah, people can still die from it, but it's, like, I'll take that chance for me, but it's, like, my dad's someone who's, like, older, it's, like, his chances are even less, so it's, like, that's the only thing I'm scared of, so I guess for me, it's, like, it's not a big, it's, like, for me, the sacrifice is worth it, you know, like, not seeing people or, like, 100%. Not going out, it's, like, like, if it's, like, oh, your dad will be safer, 100%, I'll, like, ditch, you know, so.
Oh, for sure,
plus
and that's, like, the mindset that everyone needs to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, like, a good time period for, like, I mean, it's not ever good to have a global pandemic, but, like, it's good thing, like, if this happened, like, years ago, like, what would people kind of do then, you know? You can't, like, FaceTime, you can't get that in-person, well, not in-person, but, like, that in-person feel with, you know, being in person.
Yeah.
So I think that
just having contact with other people. And even for me, like, like, I'm able to finish school still, you know, like, I'm still gonna graduate on time, like, it's, like, can you imagine if they were just like, okay, well, they have to shut the school down, well, you know, good luck, you know, like, I don't know if I'd be able to, like, still, that would be more frustrating, but I would live with it, because it's, like, it's worse than being dead, you know, so it's, like,
yeah, for sure,
but yeah, I guess,
I
guess, like, as long as we have electricity, and, like, still access to everything that we need, I can understand, but, like, also, like, I guess we're privileged, because it's, like, there are kids out there who
like,
may not have internet, who may not have the technology, who may not even have people to socialize with, you know, like, through the internet, like, no one's willing to FaceTime them or something like that, you know, like, I can't imagine that, like, that's,
like, we're beyond lucky.
Yeah, so I feel like that's why, like, of course, like, I have to check my privilege, too, because it's, like, I have a right to be like, oh, it's not that bad, you know, but...
But then it's, like, imagine
it's definitely worse
who,
than
like,
being called to war, so...
Yeah.
I mean, being called to war is worse, sorry, like, this is better. Any day. I said worse by accident.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Please don't come at me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
Yeah.
Great. No, I'm not gonna die from
we're
COVID.
Definitely lucky.
I'm gonna get murdered.
What's it called?
And, like, I'm lucky that, like, my dad doesn't have to leave the house. Because, like, he's retired, so it's, like, at least I have that peace of mind, too. Yo, if my dad had to leave for work every day, I'd take his place. I'd be like, hey, guys.
Yeah. Good deal.
I'm your new employee.
It's like... This is, I'm Mike. Reporting
I'm Mike.
for
Hey, guys. Just kind of annoying, though.
But
okay, because I got my G1 in January 3rd. I got it, like, I passed the test, so they gave me my temporary one. Like, this is what happens in Ontario. I don't know what anybody else is doing out there, but at least for Ontario, you get, like, a temporary driver's license, which is, like, this big piece of paper, like, this big. That's why I'm showing it like this. And they give that to you right away, and then it's temporary for, like, 4 months. And then, in the meantime, your, like, little photo ID is supposed to come in. So, fast forward to, like, February, the beginning of February, I'm like, I understand that, like, they've stopped mailing stuff frequently. You know, like, Canada Post doesn't do it all the time now. So I was like, okay, like, it's gonna take some time. And then, like, I go to my sister and I was like, isn't it weird that we didn't get our driver's license yet? And she's like, oh, no, I got mine. And I was like, we wrote on the same day, mind you. And I was like, what? I was like, she's like, yeah, I got it like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, okay. So then, over reading week, so like mid-February, I called them. No one picked up. It was like really weird. Like I called them like 3 times, and every time it would be like they're busy, like hang up and call back, or like something like that. Like it just wasn't even ringing. It was just like doing some weird thing. So like, okay, whatever. And then I saw, and it's like you have, like it's like if you haven't gotten it 2 weeks before the deadline, the expiry date, that's when you should be ringing. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I see, and it's like it's April 3rd, right? And I was like, oh, that's fine. Time's away, you know? And this whole pandemic thing happens, and I was like, okay, like, I can take time to, like, sit down, call, like, I have more time because I'm not at school as much. And then I called them, and no pickup. So here I am, no license, because they had, like, an automated message saying, like, pretty much, like, don't worry about your driver's license, renewals, all this stuff. And I was like, okay, but what about getting it? You know?
Oh, yeah, because
like,
you have no ID then.
Like, yeah. Well, I have my health card, but, like, it's just like, can I still, true. Like, if I get pulled over by a police car, am I gonna get arrested? Question mark. Because I'm technically certified. It's not my fault that I didn't get it before my due date, which just happened to be before the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know? So, but I was like, there's worse things in the world. I don't need to be driving that much. But, like, I was just wondering. I was like, what happens after? Like, let's say the day this thing gets lifted, like and I want to drive.
That's true. So, yeah, I guess they can't technically, like, arrest you, because, like, it's not your fault. But who knows?
True, yeah. Unless they'd be like, oh, it's right here. You should have seen it. I'm also waiting on a check from my insurance company for my dentist appointment.
Yeah.
So, but I'm, like, also no rush right now, so.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Rent's not due for another month, so.
Oh,
I don't pay rent here.
Literally. You know what I took in? I went through so much trouble, because I'm still, as long as I'm in school, I'm in my dad's benefit plan, and I went through, like, he had so much issues getting my insurance for, like, whatever, dentist and doctor, and I, like, went through so much with my school and had to, like, pay for a letter and everything, and I finally got it, but it's only good until September, but the dentist is gonna be closed probably until September, or doctor, so it's all pointless. It's like all that trouble. I was just like, you know, hey, what can you do, right? Who needs, you know, no. I'm like, hopefully I don't, you know, get any cavities that are really bad, or like root canal. That's the emergency one, right, or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Now I finally have an excuse. If my dentist says, why didn't you go to the wisdom teeth people? I'm gonna be like, couldn't.
Not my fault.
I was locked in my house.
Literally. Oh, I forgot. I think I have to check when I think my driver's license is due this year too. But I don't know how it's gonna, I guess it'll be extended because of this. I think
they extended,
or
and
postponed
everything.
But hey, perfect time for me to go get my highway reps in. That's something you can do. If you're waiting to take your driver's test, go on the highway, get some practice in, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not leaving the car, you're still social distancing. You're not going anywhere, you're just coming back, on highway, come back. That's what I'll do.
You gotta take it. Apparently they're starting to, like, pull people over on the highway, and if it's, like, non-essential travel with people that aren't in your home, you can get fined. And I was like, well,
I'm just like, hey, I'm just practicing for my
But I mean, your family. You live with your...
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I live with my dad,
So it's like, you're safe.
It'd be good. So maybe that'll be one of my projects when I'm officially done school, yeah. We're almost done. You're almost graduated. You're almost done university.
I'm almost done.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Almost
literally.
a week. A little over a week.
9 days. Tomorrow's gonna be 8 days.
That's insane, guys. We started this podcast in first year. Look at us now. That's insane. Oh, I can't. Wow, that's great. I mean, it's probably not the graduation experience that you hoped and dreamed of, but you made it. That's the number one thing that counts.
Yeah.
So
literally, I'm more happy to graduate with a fantastic GPA and anything more than like the convocation, but
Yeah.
that's I can see why people are upset.
Yeah.
I'm not as
But-
upset, but I kind of am. Like it's not that I'm upset, but it's just kind of like a. It would have been fun because especially because okay, so the way
Yeah.
we do at my school is like there's different colleges, and then literally like in my college, I have 3 other friends who are in science, and who have last names similar to mine, like the letters. So we would have been pretty close to each other, but so yeah. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I think everyone's still staying. Most of my friends are staying in Toronto. So
yeah, hopefully they like postpone or like reschedule your convocation. Because I know with my school they like rescheduled it, but I don't know if your school rescheduled it for a later date.
yeah.
Still, because that'd still be nice.
At first they canceled it, and then everyone like all the students signed a petition, which makes sense. Like international students is kind of like they come here to a different country, like they want to be able to celebrate their achievement. So like they would be willing to come back, you know, like they're not saying like whatever. Like the thing is, I feel like high school, if you miss your graduation, it's for most people at least, it's not something that like you'd fly out of the country to come see.
But like university
or like if you do it like later, but it's like university, it's like you'll go out of your way like a year later, even if you have to.
That's a huge accomplishment. Like,
yeah. So
that makes sense. Hopefully.
But yeah, so apparently they postponed it.
That
so
happens.
At least there's that.
That's good.
So
still have something.
I'm still getting my diploma on time though. So
yeah, exactly. That worked out.
I don't mind.
It worked out nicely for me, because like I'm doing an extra semester, and it literally couldn't be. I want to say it couldn't be more perfect. Like obviously it's not perfect. I want a pandemic to be happening, but like even if it's still bad in September, like I can still wait. I can just wait till January and then finish this winter semester. So like it works out. So I'm like I can't complain. But yeah, it's not like at the end of the day, like these things, like it's not like the end of the world. Like as long as like there's people dying, like as long as like we're healthy, you know, and your family's healthy, like that's really what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't get too upset, but obviously everyone has a right to be upset. But like when you put the big picture, like as long as you're healthy,
it's like if you're alive to be able to celebrate it after this, like that's a huge achievement.
That's
in
the
itself.
That's the main thing.
Like, yeah. But it's just like people are just upset that like they were just like straight up like, yeah, you're not getting a graduation, and they wouldn't let you go to a different one. So everyone's like,
yeah, that's not fair. I feel bad for like the 12th, basically any like 12th graders. Like, 'cause I know like my cousin, he's in 12th. Like, I don't know, like I don't know. Actually, I'm not in 4th year universities, but like even if it did get canceled, I would like. It's not like I have like that many super close. Like I have enough friends that'd be easy to stay in contact with. But I feel like within high school, it's like the last time you'll ever see like some of the people. Most of them, yeah. And like I know for me, I wouldn't have cared if prom was canceled, but I know a lot of people do. So like just like I guess the whole like senior year thing, I feel bad for like everyone in like, and they're still young too, so like they like want those experiences. So and
like imagine like you hear back from university and like you can't really celebrate
that too. Yeah,
like you can't like you can't go out with your. You can celebrate on your own.
Yeah, but it's not the same like effect.
But like, you know, it's a different even celebrating at a time like this just doesn't feel the same.
It's like you know,
because it's like even if you celebrate, it's like terrible things are happening to other people,
right.
and you feel for them. Like imagine like you can't even go to people, like people don't have funerals.
Yeah,
you know, like they can't like.
It's rough.
Like, I can only imagine, you know. So it's like obviously these things seem little, but it's like you also have to remember like teenagers sometimes may not be aware of that right away. So, but
yeah, I mean it's like there's been some like this pandemic I feel like has brought like a lot of people together in like one sense. It's also shown like I feel like the worst in humans, but it's also shown like our best in humans, which is nice to focus on that side, seeing like people come together and stuff like that, and seeing everyone. I mean, in Canada, I think people are doing an okay job at social distancing. Our numbers aren't too bad. Like I think they were saying like on the news, like if we didn't do social distancing like when we started, I mean we could have started earlier. I think, I don't know, don't quote me on that. I don't know any facts, but I'm pretty sure. I think they said like if we didn't start when we did, like there would have been 100,000 deaths already or something, which we haven't reached that. We're still pretty.
Today we did.
Not 100,000 deaths, like cases, I think.
No, in the world.
In the world, yeah, but I meant in Canada alone. Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
Oh, it's just so crazy to think, because I remember my last like lecture, my prof was like, I remember him saying like in Canada we have 200 cases only, like in Canada, and like just to see how much, like to see how quickly, not even just in Canada, all over the world it's expanded, like it's wild. Like this is like what I like this is kind of like deals with like my major of like globalization and how crazy that is, but it's just, to me, like it's crazy how fast that traveled and like how fast it can.
Yeah.
But I guess it's a good learning experience for countries everywhere, and like going forward, because
I think just realistically though, like I don't think I realized like how exhausting my life was before this. Like literally, like I can't imagine like going back to the stuff I was like. I would leave the house at 11 a.m. I would come home at midnight, you know, and it's like every day was school, and it was like if it wasn't school it was something else, and it's like I'm hoping people take this time to like sit down and be like, okay, like we need to stop pushing people to do like more and just push people to do better, you know.
That's
because
true.
It's like I just feel like there's such like competition nowadays, and like it's like if you're not doing the best, you're nobody, you're garbage, you're a waste, you know. And it's like I feel like everybody should be like, we need to be able to have life and protect ourselves at the same time, you know. Because it's like imagine if Trudeau was just like, oh nah man, like we can't afford to stop and have people be at home, like, you know. It's like people would have died, you know. Well, more people would have died and it would have been worse, you know. So it's like that people can be like, okay, like we need to pause, you know.
Yeah,
I think that was important too.
Yeah, I think it's a good time for everyone to like kind of just reassess. Is that the word? Reassess kind of their lives. Not that's, but like, you know what I mean. Like just reassess, recharge. Like I think it's a really good waking up point for everyone. Definitely. Yeah. Like for and many different reasons. Like it's this whole thing kind of feels so surreal. Like it kind of feels like just a normal day, but then like you stop and you're like, oh wait, like I can't go downtown. Why can't I go downtown? Because there's a global pandemic. Like it's a wild concept. I think it's probably because like we've never really experienced one in our lifetimes. I know they had SARS, but like I think we were like 4 or 5.
We were
so
like very
we
young,
won't remember that. And
even like 9/11, we were still really like, you know, it's like
I've never really
like just seeing like masses of people dying.
Yeah, we've never
had that much
before. So like that, I think for
taken even with like H1N1, like swine flu or whatever, and like Ebola, like we've never seen like so
because they were never like,
you know.
Well, I think that they were global, but like they weren't like to the extent of a pandemic. So like, and I don't even think SARS was. I'm pretty sure. I remember they said on TV that this surpassed SARS.
Yeah, because there's oh, I can't remember what it was, but someone said that there is a property of SARS that made it not as bad as this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what it was. It's because SARS, if you caught it, you'd show symptoms like really quickly. So then like they were able to, but this, it's like it takes 14 days before you even realize you have it.
And then you can,
so by then you've seen people,
and you can carry it without showing any symptoms too, and then spread it to other people. That's the big kicker of this one.
Yeah, that's what it was. I heard that from someone.
I'm pretty sure I heard that too. Yeah,
feel free to shut me down. Yeah,
make sure go check the facts. There's an app thing, but this is we're not claiming these facts. We're stating what we've heard. Yeah. So don't rely on us for your news, but
if there's facts that are more factual, please feel free to pitch in.
But I think because we've never a lot of what are we again? We did this whole thing like a month ago.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we had this argument like 7 times.
We're not millennials. We're the only one underneath. Is it Gen Z? Gen Z. I'm pretty sure. No, it's Gen Z the older one. Oh my god.
I think we're Gen X.
What's Gen Z? I think it's Gen Z.
Oh,
yeah, I got it. Gen Z, 1997 to 2012. Yeah, so we're Gen Z. So us Gen Z. Ew, am I in America? What am I saying that for? Yeah, Gen Z. Whoa, that's so weird that I was doing that. Oh my god. So we've never really experienced anything like that, our group of people, like, that we've been old enough for. So I think it's pretty, like, shocking and, like, a little wake-up call. But, I mean, I guess the positive side, you know, I was going to say the positive side, we're back. And that's but I meant to say the positive. That's like, not the positive. I mean,
hey guys, so it's just one girl being bro again.
I meant the positive, like, I meant to say, like, on this podcast, obviously there's a lot of negativity in the world, so hopefully this will be a nice little positive space where we get some positivity, get like a nice going forward, hopefully make you laugh, make you smile for a good half an hour, 40 minutes. I mean, I know we had, like, big plans to kick off this in the summer, and, you know, and we'll still try, but hey, it'll be a little different formatting now, but, you know, like, we'll do.
There's worse.
Yeah, exactly. We'll try to have guests on. It won't be the in-person guest experience that would have been nice, but I still definitely want to have our guests. Melanie, she's coming up. This is hey Melanie, I know you're listening. Get ready. Nigel will be back. We'll have Andy. Well, you know, Augustus, Lida, Stefanastia. You know, we'll have some guests. We'll have some fun in the future. But yeah, hopefully this will, like, be more like a little positive space. Obviously you can't ignore what's going on in the world, but definitely try to bring some positivity, bring some light.
Especially after this one.
Yeah.
This one we're just giving a rundown of what's going down.
And the one thing.
But the next ones will be more
we've got lots of stories lined up from pre-quarantine days. So even during, there's been some good ones.
There's still some stuff going down.
Yeah.
You know.
So never a dull moment. What else is going on? I think the one thing that's, I know, like, this time, and I guess it is, but this one time, it's like, oh, it brings families closer together. It's making my family go insane. Being all stuck under one roof. Because, like, the thing is, like I said before, like, I don't really leave my house that often anyways, like, other than, like, for school, like, during the time, like, for school, and, like, once in a, like, literally just being with, like,
you are at home more often than you're not, for sure. Like, more often than I am at home.
Yeah, like, that's fine with me, and, like, my family too. But the thing is, during those times, like, my family would leave to go to soccer practice, or, like, they'd leave to go, like, to the store, so, like, we'd have our alone time, like, and we all definitely need that, because, like, we drive each other, like, our personalities, us four, we drive each other insane when, like, we're together. Like, we just clash. But so yeah, like, when there wasn't a pandemic, like, we'd all live in the same house, but, like, we'd all have our time, like, our free time, like, even if it's, like, 1 or 2 hours, like, it's needed, like, to, you know, have a break, and we don't have that now. So, I mean, I guess it is bringing us closer, I guess you could say. We all watched a movie yesterday. Yeah, but it's definitely, yeah, that's, but I mean, I can't complain. Like, I still have my family, I'm happy. It is bringing us closer, but at the same time, we argue a lot more, but it's okay. It's all in good fun.
I should move in.
Literally. Yeah, that's going on my...
Yo, swap houses. I'm kidding.
House switch. Just kidding. 6 feet away. Everyone better be doing that. Come on. But yeah, what else am I doing? I feel like it's... Because I think we both still have school. So, like, I still always have, like, assignments and, like, tests kind of still. I think once school's over, it's going to be interesting to see, like, how the routine kind of changes, or, like, the real boredom might be starting to set in. Because, like, I wouldn't say I'm, like, that bored yet. Like, I've definitely got into some days where I've been so bored, but, like, as a whole, like, I feel like I haven't gotten too bored yet, because I've always had school, like, something with school related still, or at least in the back of my mind. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens when there's no school. It's like, well, what else am I doing this week? I've started exercising. That's new. I've exercised consistently for 2 weeks. That's more than I have in my entire life.
Exercise or stretch?
And both. Every day.
kind of exercise you doing?
Just, I follow some cardio video.
Oh, so you just do cardio?
And some ab video, and then stretching. But like that like videos, all of them. I don't do any weights or anything like, or machines.
No arms?
Well, there's like an arm section in the cardio. I don't know if that counts.
What a pro.
But I've been doing that for 2 weeks straight, and I've never been that committed to like anything. Well, I have my one rest day.
Nice.
I made myself, I needed one rest day. So like 6 and 6. That's 12 days. But pretty much, yeah, consistent,
Nice.
which I've never done before ever in my life.
I've kept with my routine since the last week of March.
Oh, nice.
It's like 3 weeks, and like every time this leg day, I cannot walk the next
Hey,
day.
we're gonna be coming out of this quarantine looking swole.
I don't know about that. I might just come out with no legs.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Today is the last day of the cleanse. And like for me,
you, yeah.
And because it's Easter tomorrow. Wow, at midnight I am baking some chocolate chip cookies. I'm just so excited to coffee crisp. Oh my god. Sorry, I just remember that.
I've been doing so bad at the cleanse. There's been no cleanse for me.
It's just because my family still doesn't buy it, and I can't go to stores now, or else I probably would have cheated. So that's the only way. I've still been like eating pretty decently. And I'm gonna try to eat decently, because like being stuck at home, even though I'm consistent with my exercise, I don't think it would match the amount of junk food I eat once I start eating. But hey, stay tuned. But yeah, we're gonna be #swole.
Yeah. Just two swole girls.
2 girls being swole. Rebranding. I love that.
That's so good.
What else is what's it called? I've also tried to read. My new thing is I'm reading books, just mainly because I had like a stack of like 10 books beside my bed that I've never read, and I'm like, I'm reading them all. So my goal is to read a book a week. That's one thing I've been doing. I hopefully wish to start. I'm gonna start trying to embroider. Maybe, because our friend Nadia, she sent me a Snapchat of her embroidering, and I was like, huh.
Relax, she sent it to us
Yeah.
both, okay? Don't feel special. She sent it to us both.
I want to do that. So I might order from online Michaels, and they do curbside pickup, so don't worry, we'll stay 6 feet away. I'll get that. Maybe I'll start painting. That's once school's done. I'll update you on my endeavors. How about you? Whatever.
Yeah.
Any hobbies?
I feel like once school's over, I'm gonna start looking into what I'm gonna be doing, because school is still like the last 2 things I have due are both 30%. Oh, they're both 35.
Oof.
And like one of the courses I've been doing okay in, but one of the courses is just a garbage course, and I have 2 marks out right now. Like, I don't know for that course. Like, I have no idea where they're going, so beats me. So until then, I'm gonna just focus on getting school
and getting school
and just trying to hang on there until the end. I want to finish strong for sure, but
you can do it.
It's not gonna be easy. Let me tell you. Yo, Victor, can I send you my leg workout later and then have you do it, because it's so. I don't think I
can though. That's where because like the cardio one that I follow, she does full body, and then it goes abs, and then it goes arms, and then thighs and booty and legs all in one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kidding. And then she does it's 2 in a row. Like, there's like sets with like 1 minute break in between, but there's like a thigh and leg one, and then a 1 minute break, and then a thigh and leg one again. I only do 1 thigh and leg one. It's hard now.
Can we please swap exercise routines for a week?
We should. That'll be that'll be fun. We can update the podcast. You know, there's also,
and it'll work for you, because my leg day, I think it's like you do 1 day and then 2 day rest, and then 2 days and 3 day rest, and then 1 day with 2 day, like it like repeats like that, so it's not every day, because I would have my legs would be this thick if I did it every day. I don't think Victor, you're gonna cry.
I struggle. That'd be good. Yeah, no, okay, so you do it different than me, because I just do everything every day.
No, I focus on my abs and legs. My arms, they're fine.
Yeah, you're jacked. That's...
And I ran a few times, so.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Twice.
That's off the table for me. I just take my dog for a walk. And honestly, that's an arm workout in itself. And, like, so... I had that to my day.
But you know.
Yeah, that'll be a fun little challenge for us. Yeah, if anyone has any listening and has any ideas of fun things we can do, let us know. We'll see.
Let us know.
We'll see. We'll see what once school's done, we'll rack our brains, get some video ideas, get the podcast flowing. They'll flow from now on every 2 weeks. But like, we'll get guests. We'll organize the whole shebang. But we're almost done school, so don't worry.
Almost there.
Almost there. Oh,
so
literally.
Close.
That's insane that you're graduating too. Wow. That's a lot of
I'm so excited.
That's insane.
I'm so
That's crazy.
excited. I'm so drained from the past 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Guys, get ready. You guys think, like, if you actually look through the podcast, I'm sure you can see, like, the amount of energy that I had in first year, and then second year, and then third year, and then fourth year. It's just above, just barely. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think I'm gonna have my creative juices flowing again.
It's gonna be.
Because school took so much of my energy, so much of my time. And I'm excited to finally put it towards things that I like to do instead of things I have to do. And I'm not good at them.
You're good at them.
So. Well, I mean, I'm still doing a master's probably in the fall, but I mean...
you'll have a little break.
No physics.
Yeah, that's true.
No physics. Guys, the one essay that I had, remember when I, in the podcast, if you haven't watched this episode, the episode of us watching... Switching playlists for a week.
Go do it.
I explained how I found out about an essay the day after it was due.
Yeah.
I ended up getting an 86 on that, so I was, like, pretty proud of myself. So, thanks. Thanks for all the support. Music is all Kiss and Makeup by Dua Lipa? She's got some bops going.
Yo.
I like.
Oh, I just got an idea. Triggered me. A fun thing we can do weekly, since now, or not weekly, every second week we can do podcasts, but every podcast we can do like as long as we're in quarantine, which will probably be for a while, but we can do some new music that each of us found out this week that we've been listening to. I can do a book review. I feel like, do you watch movies, right?
And I'll do a terrible movie. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say
terrible movie review. I watch so many of them.
Oh my god.
Guys, I can go on Netflix and just point out all the worst movies.
I love that. That'll be fun. That'll give us something you to do. Like, you can either read, you can maybe get a book recommendation from me, get a terrible movie recommendation from Roxanne, and get some new music from both of us. That'll be fun. I like that. Okay.
I think it'll work.
Hopefully, that'll force me to do my book a week challenge for myself.
It'll keep my regular schedule of watching terrible movies right on track.
You probably have lots lined up anyways. You know what else I thought we could do? I know it's like definitely like this was a trend on YouTube a couple months back. We're a little bit late, but like I mean, hey, come on, we're 2GirlsBeingBros. Anyways, but they did like tier lists. So like it's like they have like a thing on screen of like, and they'll have like I don't know, like 5 categories, like excellent, good, but like they name them special things. We can do like one for like all your movie, like the Hallmark terrible like movie things, and you can rank them. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a ranking thing. It's like a tier list, but they call it tier list, but like, it's like a ranking thing. Like we could do like the YouTubers, like books, whatever. We can like chocolate bars. That's a very passionate subject for me. But like things like that, I thought
terrible
of that.
Movies,
like, but I think the terrible movie one would be hilarious to do.
Oh, you guys, I have seen so many bad films.
And the way you described them too is amazing. Like you make me want to watch them, even though like I know they're gonna be garbage and I don't want to sit through them. Like
literally watching it, like the movies are worth watching with your friends because they're so bad you can laugh at them. You know, there's a few movies that they're so bad like you really can't. Like it's beyond. Like you feel bad for making fun of them because you're like, this is just so bad. But some movies, it's so good to, like, because it's
just a good laugh.
Guys, I have a passion for watching terrible things and then laughing at them, you know, because it's like, what else are you gonna do,
Honestly.
you know?
So yeah, stay.
Leave a terrible review on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I got better things to do with my life.
Literally. But yeah, if you want to see that in this next podcast, make sure to follow us on Twitter at 2GirlsBeingBros.
2GirlsBeingBros.
Or on Instagram at 2GirlsBeingBros _ to keep up with us and see what we post next. But also, if you're bored, which is probably many people right now, we have a YouTube channel at 2GirlsBeingBros, no spaces. There's lots of videos for you to go catch up. Some even movies, honestly. Our cooking competitions, they're like whole experiences. I recommend. Go take a look. Go watch them. Let us know what you think of all of them. Honestly.
Let us know if Victor really deserved to win baked. Oops, who said that?
I mean, let's be real. Neither of us deserve to win. Guys, everyone needs to start social distancing so we can get life back on track, so we can get back in person, so we can have our final rematch of cooking competitions, because we each have one.
So people stop dying, but also clarifying.
I started that, and then I'm like, this is gonna sound so bad. Like I'm like, I need to shut up, and then I'm like, I'm already speaking, but then I'll explain myself. Yes, that's not the reason you should be social distancing.
But for real though, people social distance.
Full circle back to what Roxanne said earlier, that you should be social distance. It's hard to speak, guys. Full circle. Everyone, please go be social distancing. Please don't leave your house if you don't have to. If you're seeing someone, be 6 feet away from them. Like, it's hard, but like, literally. Come on, do your part. And it's not just like, you might not be invincible, but it's for family members. That's what most of full circle. It might be not your family members, but someone else's family members. These are all people. Do your part so people stop. This can get slowed down. This virus can be slowed down so people stop dying. Yeah. There we go. The words were hard, but everyone do your part.
Exactly. This is literally the least we can do. Like, the most I could do is study to become a nurse and then go and help people. But the least I can do. Yeah.
Least you can do. That's the only thing. Order.
Lave la main.
Wash your hands all the time, 24/7. Order locally. Order from your local restaurants. Uber Eats. Skip the dishes. Delivery. Let's help keep our local businesses alive.
I'm so confused when people say eat locally. I'm confused.
Like not like chains. It's like not McDonald's, because they're gonna survive. Like they're never gonna like.
Oops, I ordered from McDonald's. That's my bad though. That's because I wanted a coffee.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I haven't had.
And we didn't have any.
Like they're like, they mean like the one-off.
Guys, I'm 2 days clean of coffee.
That honestly really is an accomplishment for her. If you don't know her, this is big.
Guys, at one point I had 4 coffees. Yeah. And still went to bed at 1 a.m.
That's insane.
Take it as you will. Take it as you will.
But yeah.
It's not the proudest thing in my life, but I'm glad to be
It could be worse, you know? Yeah. But yeah, that's one thing you're doing during social distancing. Let's all try to, while we have this time alone, let's all better ourselves. Become better humans, guys.
Exactly. Also, Desperate Housewives is on Amazon Prime until April 20th.
Watch it if you're bored.
We have to talk about the conspiracy theory next time, but that's the thing for next time.
The conspiracy theory?
My conspiracy theory?
Which one?
The one, because it was originally supposed to leave.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry.
Amazon Prime March 22nd, and then now it got postponed to April 20th.
Stay tuned to find out what conspiracy we're talking about there. All right, but I think that's a pretty good comeback podcast for now. Obviously, it wasn't the happiest of happiest, but hey,
but it'll do.
Yeah. The world's in a tough place right now, but if we all do our part and stay strong and try to stay positive, hope we can get through this quicker. And remember, kids, don't do too much. That was so hard not being in person doing that.